Hello, you join me at Dave Deaf Motorcycles on the Isle of Wright. They are Triumph and Yamaha dealers, and today I've taken the kids to the zoo, or the missus has, and I'm riding the Triumph Speedmaster.Thank. Right, well, first of all guys, let me tell you, it was a tough decision whether I went to the zoo with the kids or whether I went and explored the island on the Triumph Speedmaster. So I thought I'd do the right thing and take the Triumph Speedmaster. So we'll put the key in there, like so. Instantly you look at that quality finish of the Triumph. Typical of them. Always a bit of a weird feeling putting the keys in the side there as opposed to up near the dash. But let's see what we've got. Whoa. Nice soft suspension. Beach handlebars, as they call them, so they sort of tilt back, come back towards you, which is good. Clutch in, because it's a Triumph. Up come the lights, and that typical Bonneville sound. Where do I put my feet? Oh, they're all forward facing. Alright, so I have been given some directions because I'm not aware of this at all around here. Is he going to let me go, is he? I don't know why he let me go, but he is. Oh, beautiful gear change. Short and light throws, very, very positive. Loads and loads of torque again. I'm in third gear. There's a very steep hill here. And it feels great, feels fantastic. Straight away stuck behind a lorry. What a surprise. It's only done 68 miles this bike, so it's pretty much brand new. Although it's a forward foot position, I feel very comfortable. I don't feel like I'm reaching for the pegs. Very light on top, and I got a very low seat height of 705 millimeters, if I remember correctly. Definitely in the cruiser category, this one. Your feet forward, but as I say, I'm very, very comfortable. I don't remember the old Speedmaster being this comfortable. I think they've redone the seat and the rider triangle, from what I can tell. Chuck it down a cog. Yeah, it's got that typical high torque engine pull. Loads of power. Wonderful, lovely to ride. Brakes are brand new, so they're a little bit soft on the back. Not much happening, but as I say, it is a brand new bike, so it will take time for them to wear in a bit. So who's this bike going to be aimed at then? I think it's going to be aimed at people who want a change maybe from the Harleys and the other cruisers that are available on the market. You got the Triumph fans as well, of course, who will always buy a new Triumph as opposed to any other brand. And just people who enjoy this sort of riding, very refined and relaxed. No dramas, just want to sit back and enjoy the scenery. And I would so even more so if that lorry was out of the way. The only thing it takes a bit of getting used to is the way the handlebars are, the way they're sort of sloping back quite a long way, as opposed to, you know, sort of dead straight. But it's a good feeling. Feels very Californian, if there's such a thing. Obviously I'm getting a lot of wind blast. I've got no screen. I'm in quite an upright position, and yeah, I'm getting all of it. So it kind of feels like it's a fair weather bike in that sense. You know, if you don't like all year round riding and riding in the rain, then if it rains on this bike, you're going to get pretty wet, I can assure you. It is an assisted clutch as well, slipper clutch, and that is very light as well, considering it's the 1200cc engine. But the actual gear change is wonderful, beautiful. Come on, lorry, get out of the way. Always amazes me how much pull you get on these high torque engines though. Does exactly what it says on the tin. There's so much torque on these bikes. But the way I'm sat on the seat just feels like it's hugging my buttocks. Absolutely lovely, it is, very nice. It holds you in place. And it's got a lumbar support on the back as well, so that torque isn't going to try and shove you off the back or slide you to the back of the seat. For pillion riding, it's got all the power that you want, but it is quite a small pillion seat. But if you're the sort of person who's got a biker babe, then they're not going to worry about that anyway. They'll love it. So I won't be able to tell you what it's like on the dual carriageway or motorway on this ride. But what I can tell you is that I'm in 6th gear now doing 50, and it is barely ticking over. It almost feels like it's ticking over, and it's still got a bit of pull in it. So judging by the T100 and the T120s that I've ridden before, it's going to be effortless to ride on the motorway. So overtaking power, got absolutely loads of it. Fantastic. It's rip your arms off torque, that is. Now if you're somebody who gets quite intimidated by the height of bikes, then you don't need to worry about this one. It's really easy to get your feet down, very easy to ride as well. Again, this is one of those bikes, I'm surprised they got the exhaust through Euro 5. It really is quite a noisy, throaty sound to it. Look what I've just found here, look. I could be at the zoo now. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Talk about some of the other bits. I think we've already done the switch gear, but that's all standard stuff. I got cruise control as well, and I got these mirrors, which, yeah, they vibrate a little bit, but nothing untoward, shall we say. And it's one of those bikes as well, there's so many nice points about riding this bike. All those other little nitpicky things just are totally insignificant, really. You just don't really care. It gives you a lot, this bike. Right, let's go in here, I think, and see if I can do the walk round somewhere. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run through some stats with you a second. So the Speedmaster has a Euro 5 liquid cooled 1200cc 270 firing order engine, twin. Its torque setting is at 106 Newton meters of torque, and that's at 4,000 RPM. It produces 77 horsepower at 6,100 RPM. We have 3 different colours which you can have. The first one being sapphire black, fusion white, jet black, or red hopper, which is what this one is. So prices start at £11,850. That's before you add the paint finishes and all the other extras that you can get. Gear selection is very easy. It's very short throws, and it's very positive. It's got a 6-speed gearbox, and you'll find that you don't need to go into 6th gear until you're way up to 70 or so. And for highway cruising, this bike handles it very, very well. You've got 2 riding settings, which is road and rain. I've ridden the T100 and T120. I've had them for over a period of time, and they were fantastic. This feels the same, but it's tweaked to be a little bit more characterful, I would say. Now, most bikes I always try and find something I don't like, and in all honesty, there's nothing I can really pick at with this bike. I'm not saying it's perfect, but what I'm saying is there's nothing that jumps out which I dislike. I guess the only thing that you could say is that the pillion seat is quite small.
but again, it suits the bike. It is what it is, and you know that's why you buy one of these bikes. You know you're going to get quite a small pillion seat. That is the style of the bike. So apart from that, yeah, it seems fine to me. Right, so if you're somebody who finds heavy bikes quite intimidating, then this is a heavy bike. It's 263 kilograms wet. But when you try this bike, it is very low. I mean, I've got a gap in between my legs there, just stood like this. So that shows you how low the bike actually is. So yeah, so I'm sat on the bike, I'm 5'8", I've got a 30-inch inside leg, and I've got a bend at the knee here. I feel absolutely in control of the bike. You know, even banking it over, it's not a problem on this bike. And yeah, put my feet up. I've got a good angle here. I don't feel like I'm reaching, I don't feel like I'm up too far on my feet here. It feels just right, really. Switch gear on the left bar, we have the indicators left and right, the information button there, high beam, low beam, cruise control and a horn. Then on the other side we have the kill switch, which also has the integrated start button, a mode selector and hazards. This bike does come with cruise control as well, which is a great added benefit and probably a must-have on a bike like this. It is the sort of bike which you'd have to enjoy polishing chrome, I would say, to be fair. And also they're not easy bikes to clean either, really, because there's lots of bits to get in between. Well, so I'm just going to start it up so you can have a listen. I can't believe this is a Euro 5 exhaust. It's really quite loud. Listen to this. That's a beast.
Right then, dudes, let's get back on the bike again, have another ride. Seems weird putting the key in down there. Doesn't make much odds, but it's always nice when you get back on the bike again. Right, let's see if I can negotiate my way out of there. Right, got everything. Backpack. Sound. Cheers, dude. It's alright, it's fine. Thank you. Keep on putting my feet straight down, of course the pegs are a little bit further forward. Right. You might have had a shot of the sky then, because it's pulling my head back. Beautiful road this is, absolutely superb. Yes, I've got a very favourable view on this bike so far. Nothing much not to like, really. It's just a case of, more than anything, is it your style? It's not normally the sort of bike I would go for, but mainly because I'm a commuter. I commute all year round and I just wouldn't really want to commute on the bike like this. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's very, very responsive as well. When you tuck yourself into a corner, it suddenly, before you know it, you're out the other side. Almost feels like a really quite a short wheelbase bike, but it isn't. This is a great bike for taking in views like that. Look at that, look. God, superb. It's never as good on the camera, of course. Always better in real life, but it is nonetheless. You can see what I'm looking at there. Beautiful. I quickly run through the dashboard. I didn't do that on the walk round, but it's very basic. We got a gear indicator. It's an LCD screen. We've got the mileage till I need to fuel up, which is 72 miles, and a fuel gauge. So even though I wouldn't consider myself a big Triumph fan, I still like Triumphs, and I forgot how pleasant they are to ride, how much stability they give you. in all of their bikes in the Bonneville range. I still haven't tried a triple yet, believe it or not. Out of all the bikes I've tried, I still haven't got on one of them, or a Tiger. But I'm going to have to change that and sort that out, I think. Funny enough, I did have the opportunity to take out a 1200 RS today, but I think on these relatively mundane, relaxing roads, I think it might be a little bit lost on those sort of roads, really. Hence why I wanted to take out this one, because it feels just a little bit more suited to the sort of 40-mile-an-hour speed limits. Alright, back at Dave Def Motorcycles. It's very, very kind of them to let me do what they've done today. So absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much to them for that. There they are there, look. They're in Newport on the Isle of Wight. I'm going to go back and get the kids now, pick them up from the zoo. Maybe one day I'll come back here again and pop in and see them and see what they got on offer. But look at all those demo bikes there, look. Right, so there you go. So that's the Triumph Speedmaster.Thank. Lovely bike. I've got nothing I dislike about the bike. I can't pick fault at it, really. It seems fine to me. Small pillion seat. They're 11,800 on the road, plus any paint finishes that you might have. Nothing I can complain about. I think it's a good bike. If it's your type of thing, then go for it. You're in for a treat. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.